here from MK Fit Body Bootcamp with another episode of Real People, Real Results. Now I've got an absolute superstar on my couch this morning. This is the lovely Karis Robinson. So let me tell you a little bit of a background about Karis and what we're going to talk about today. So Karis became a member May last year, so May 2014. Now early this year, early 2015, Karis injured her shoulder. I don't know if I should write it left. She injured her shoulder and had to take some time out. Had an operation, we'll talk about that in a bit, and has recently returned. It's still not completely fixed, but what we're going to talk about today is the results that Karis got first and foremost, because they're actually incredible results that Karis got, and we're also going to talk about how you've trained around your injury to still continue getting amazing results. So, I wrote this down last night before actually checking with you exactly what your results were, and I actually said you never had a whole load of weight to lose, so what were your reasons for coming in initially? But we'll tell you Karis' results in just a second. But so, what were your reasons for coming into bootcamp?
So initially, I had two sort of reasons. One was to improve fitness and my body shape, so in confidence and stuff. And the second one is I was sort of actually down in myself a bit. So I really wanted to boost my positive thing and just feel better about myself. Happier, more. Yeah. You always hear that exercise improves sort of your mental health and stuff. Yeah. And it really does. Yeah. I mean,
Karis bounces out of here in the morning.
I do.
It's incredible. I've never seen really someone completely. She walks in you're generally quite a happy person. Yeah. She walks in, but then she's bouncing out of the room on cloud 9 at the end of a session. Okay. So next question: can you remember your first session or your first week?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us.
Well, it was in a crazy house. It was mental. I just remember. I remember just giving trying any exercise, say mountain climbers or something, and it was for 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. And I just remember looking up and looking around, thinking, how do they get through this for 30 seconds at a time? Yeah. I just never thought I'd be able to do anything for 30 seconds. Yeah. Because I just couldn't make it. That was my fitness. Yeah. But then everyone here then was I knew then it was possible because everyone was doing it. Yeah. It just didn't seem possible at that time because it was quite difficult. Yeah. But that sort of made me think, well, no, I need to carry on until I can do what they can do because obviously I can.
And now you're that person inspiring new people, and they're looking at you going, how the hell is she doing that for 30 seconds?
Yeah. I remember that. I just remember. I think it was mountain climbs for 30 seconds, and I was just thinking, am I ever gonna do this? Wow. And now, I could.
Now you 30 seconds.
Would you like to see it now?
No. Okay, so what benefits have you experienced? Now, before you answer this, I'm going to share Karis' results now. So, like I said before, you never had a whole load of weight to lose, but Karis has actually lost 29 pounds. Okay, so that's just over 2 stone. She's lost 14% body fat and 2 to 3 dress sizes. So let's give you a high five for that. And she's done this so stealthily, under the radar. Hence why I never realised we don't remember that, Karis, because now you're a complete machine and you just, you come in, you get it done, you bang through those mountain climbers. So there were your benefits on the scale. Mm-hmm. Now, what benefits have you noticed off the scale?
So, the happiness. So I'm not finding myself in them down slumps and. I'm a lot more productive and positive thinking. Yeah. You just can't help but get even when you're down, you can't stay. Do you know what I mean? You just can't help but feeling good about yourself and happy and more energetic. You've got so much more energy.
And you've got a little boy, haven't you, that you have to run around with?
Yeah. So even things like that, when we live by a lake and say he'd take his bike down there or whatever he's got, and we have to walk down the steps and things. And now I can turn around and I grab what he's got. And I'm just pick it up with ease, and I'll be walking up steps a bit, or just normal sort of jobs in your day are a lot easier to do. Yeah.
And that's all the stuff that really matters, isn't it? It's. I mean, the numbers are great, and you've had amazing results. Like I say, 29 pounds gone, but it's the little things, the getting through everyday life, just that little bit easier. Yeah.
I feel my posture and the way I move and function. My body, and when I do things, it's with a lot more ease. Yeah.
Good stuff. Excellent. Okay, so it's not all been plain sailing. No. As I said, at the beginning of this year, Karis suffered with a bit of a shoulder injury. So what I want you to do first of all is just tell me exactly what you did and the procedure that you had to deal
So
with it?
I've always had a recurrent dislocate in shoulder, so my left shoulder dislocates, and it got so loose where it would just be popping out all the time. So I had to have a repair done to it.
Yeah.
And then that took me about a year, I think, to really recover from that repair.
Yeah.
And then, well, obviously I came here, but I did. That sort of set me back because after that had so much anxiety with my injury. I kept thinking if I do anything, it's because of the pain's usually with an injury as well.
Yeah.
I kept thinking if I do anything, this is going to happen, and so I didn't want to do nothing. And really, it set me back because I know now with my injury, it's better that I have like core strength and it actually works with the injury better.
Yeah.
So it's I need to actually stay fit.
Yeah.
For that as well.
Yeah. Good.
So yeah, and then it started
playing up again, didn't it? And you had to have an operation. So they actually went in and repaired the damage, didn't they? Yeah. But it wasn't completely successful, was it?
No.
So Karis had the operation. You had to have quite a bit of time out, obviously, while it repaired. But it wasn't 100% successful. And in the end, I remember you got back in touch with this and you were like, I cannot take any more time off. I'm driving myself insane. Can I come back? So Karis has been back at boot camp now for 2 months, about 2 months, and we just heavily adapt everything that you do, don't we? So we do a lot more lower body work, a lot more core strengthening, and a lot more cardio. You're able to do some bits of upper body work. So how have you found it training around your injury and still working towards your goals? Because you've got amazing results this past month as well.
Yeah, I haven't found it hard at all actually, because obviously I discussed everything with you first.
Yeah.
So I didn't just sort of get thrown in and not know what I was doing.
Yeah.
We discussed in quite length, how would we adapt and work around it and what I'd be doing instead. And if given the alternatives, I can just continue with that. And I found it quite easy.
Yeah.
So to work around it.
Yeah, that's really great. And it just goes to show that if you do get an injury, I mean, obviously depending on what the injury is, you don't always have to put your training on hold. You can still continue working towards your goals. You can still focus on the nutrition side of things. And because all of us trainers here, we are personal trainers, we can help people adapt and change exercises so that you can still continue working towards whatever you want to do. And this past month, Karis dropped 3% body fat. So it just goes to show that with a little bit of dedication and a bit of forethought, and Karis is really great. She's always asking questions before and after the session, and it just goes to show that you've put that hard work in and it's paying off.
Thank you.
So good stuff. So well done, you. So what I want you to do now is, what advice would you give to someone who possibly has an injury at the moment and they're struggling, but they still have goals to reach? Because we have a few members, and there are probably a few people that don't come to boot camp as well that may watch this video, that struggle with an injury but still want to continue training and reach their goals. What advice would you give them?
I would advise not to just give up on your goals. I think anything is possible, and I think your goals are achievable. You might just need to change the method how you're achieving them.
Yeah.
But I think coming in and doing anything, and even a small amount, with the right nutrition, will always see some type of result than sitting and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I think it would be good. It's again like for your positive thinking. It'll make you feel so much better about yourself.
Yeah.
So it feels like you haven't been beaten, that you're still working towards something, and you're beaten that. It's not going to hold you back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, even the littlest thing.
It's a mindset thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know when you get an injury, it's very easy for your mindset to drop, and then you start eating the wrong things, and it's a downward spiral. So coming in and just doing what you can helps lift your mood, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Keep you moving in the right direction. Excellent. All right, so finally, I ask everybody on my couch to give me their favourite motivational quote.
I would say to strive for progress, not perfection.
That's a brilliant one, and very apt with your injury as well.
Yeah.
All right, it's been a pleasure having you on my couch today, Karis. Thank you so much for sharing your story with everyone. Give me a massive high five. Yes, that was a good one. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Real People, Real Results with the lovely Karis Robinson. I'll see you next time, and take care. Bye.
Bye.